the day before our first day, Lynn showed Rob and I a scene from If. And it was, these actors and they're attacking each other like tigers. And we're like, well, okay, yeah, And she was like, and you'll do it naked, yeah? And we were like, oh, okay. And then that was the first day on set.
At first I thought I couldn't do it because I thought the writing was really special, but it was about the writing almost, and it'd been nominated, I think, for something like the Booker, and maybe I'm wrong, So it's very dreamlike, and also the subject matter, it was about postnatal, but it also was kind of about being stuck creatively in dreams and fantasies and sex and passion and wildness. But I was like, maybe it's a bit the similar subject matter that I've touched upon in Kevin. But Jennifer sent me, and so I thought about it for a while because I was like, maybe I can't do this, And then I was like, well, I'm going to try. I'll do an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work. And then I kind of saw a bit more like a love story, I guess. And that kind of gave me a way in, where I could make it make it kind of into something I could, I don't know, develop, discover, explore. And I sort of took a lot of myself, I guess, because I had a, crazy marriage as well. And like my mum and dad were always fighting, but it was hilariously funny. And they would start laughing in the middle of arguing. And we would be laughing at them too. So it's like I kind of sort of took a bit of personal, I suppose, experience into it,
Obviously, as a mother, it was really hard to kind of separate what I would do as opposed to what she would do, and it was just heartbreaking. When I first read the book, it was just such a devastating but powerful. Lynn said it was dreamlike. I had just had my firstborn, and there's not really anything like postpartum. It's extremely isolating, which is so interesting when Lynn, moves this couple into Montana. She doesn't have a community. She doesn't have her people. But the truth is, extreme anxiety and extreme depression is isolating. No matter where you are, you feel like an alien, and so it deeply moved me. I've wanted to work with Lynn Ramsey since I saw Ratcatcher, and I was just like, there's no way. But we took a chance and we sent it to her, and I really cannot believe that I'm here with you, and this has happened.
I think in the most unexpected ways, having a baby gives you the biggest trove of energy and inspiration afterwards. Because you think you're going to have to...
energy?
It's a different kind of energy. This question is impossible for a guy to answer correctly. It's literally... just like what Jennifer said, I'm here just to support. I've definitely... I don't know, ever since she was born, I'm just like, it's reinvigorated my... the way I approach work, and it's kind of, you're a completely different person.
I didn't know that I could feel so much, and my job has a lot to do with emotion, and they've opened up the world to me. It's almost like feeling like a blister or something, like so sensitive. So they've changed my life, obviously, for the best, and they've changed me creatively. I highly recommend having kids if you want to be an actor.
When I read it, I was just taken with the beauty and the care that was taken into writing this story. And the visceral, intangible experience of like humanity, womanhood, motherhood, all these things that I could never really, as a young man, like, I don't know if I really tapped in with how it felt to be all the way alive. And then I read this and I felt like for the first time in a long time, I saw a mirror to what it felt to be truly alive and a creator. And it was super beautiful, and it just took me in, and I kept having these visceral feelings, and I was like, I have to be a part of this. And I think what we wanted to achieve, one of the things we wanted to achieve was to create this ambiguity between reality and the dream world and what's imagined versus what's real. And I thought that would be fun to explore. But it was also like a growth process for me. You know, I watched my wife give birth and go through postpartum in a way that, you know, from the outside, it was difficult for me to really understand. And I think the metaphors here, the imagery, the music, the fighting, the love, the strife, the togetherness gave me a good sense of perspective for something I otherwise wouldn't have been able to understand. And through the journey, I was also able to laugh. It's fucking funny, you know? So, yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a beautiful hodgepodge. And when you find movies that can make you laugh, make you feel sexy, raw, new, you're just very lucky. And I feel like this is what this is.
Anytime you meet her, she come through. Turn on the lights. I'm looking for her. I'm looking for her. I'm looking for her.
Look. The first one was good with the beats. The second one put me up in the deep. The third one was sick, no disease. The fourth I had to rush it to complete. I don't have no basis, not a secret. Ain't no happy house, we taking beatings. The streets in my mind is filled with demons. That's why I be eating these bitches like Sarah and Tegan. Cause distractions hitting every season. These niggas just rhyme, no reason. It's not just a facade that I can see, or standing up for guys I don't believe. I'm Michael Jackson dancing in the mirror. The only one who can see me is me. The only one who can't be me is me. Warriors, I'm CP3. When I see you, it's TTG. Fuck 'em, we don't take EBT. No C notes, 100K tweets. Gotta pray my son don't be this week. Gotta pray my girl don't be this week.